Today I'm conducting an experiment that completely defies conventional trading logic. Usually, if the system indicates an uptrend, a trader opens a long position, and if the signal points to a downtrend, a trader opens a short position. But today I'm doing the exact opposite. If I see a bearish signal, I open a long trade, and if I see a signal pointing up, I open a short trade. In other words, I'm literally going against the system to see if I can make money by consistently doing the opposite of what the chart shows. It sounds wrong, and that's exactly why it's interesting. Be sure to watch until the end, because I'll show you the financial results at the end of this intriguing session. Of course, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and like this video. My name's Stanley and I'm getting started. In this crazy experiment, two excellent indicators, the Keltner Channel and the Momentum, will provide me with signals. So here are their settings for anyone interested. The first situation appears almost immediately. Expiration is 2 minutes. I'm opening a long trade for $290. The signal on the chart looks like a downward movement. The market starts pushing lower, the candles become heavier, and both indicators clearly point to a decline. So, by standard logic, I should be considering a sell here. But today the rules are different. I see a down signal, so I open a position in the opposite direction. There's an important detail here. When the market moves sharply in one direction, a short pullback sometimes follows. And that's exactly the kind of pullback I'm actually counting on right now. But the problem is that I'm not choosing this moment based on the system. I'm just doing the opposite. All for the sake of experimentation, all for the sake of science. Great! I'm taking $266 in profit. So the first entry worked. And this is both exciting and nerve-wracking because it's when an absurd idea immediately pays off. My friend, if you want a relaxed trading format without unnecessary stress, please join my Telegram group. There I share daily guidelines, show how I think through the process and help participants. You can simplify things with copy trading or trade manually alongside me. Plus, there are useful tools and strategies inside. Entry is free, but spots are limited, so just message me if you want to join. I'll be waiting for you. The market is getting more aggressive. Expiration is 2 minutes. I'm opening a short trade for $556. A bullish signal appears, the price starts pushing upward, the movement accelerates, and buyers seem to be trying to take the initiative. In a normal situation, this moment would make me look for an entry on the upside. But I have to go against it again. Today I'm playing it differently. If there's an up signal, I open a short position. The risk here is completely different. Sometimes, after a sharp surge, the price takes a brief pause or pullback. And my entire entry now looks like held together with bubble gum and paper clips. Great! I'm locking in a $512 profit. For the second time in a row, the market seems to be playing along with this experiment on purpose. But the more wins like this, the more dangerous the situation becomes. Next entry. Expiration is 2 minutes. I'm opening a long trade for $1,069. A clear sell signal appears on the chart. The price is falling, the candles are moving lower, and it seems that sellers are completely in control of the moment. The usual approach here would be simple, to trade in the direction of the decline, but I'm flipping the logic again. A down signal means I'm opening a long position. The amount is already significant and a mistake here would be much more painful. And the worst part about trading against the signal is that you're not just risking money, you're going against the obvious picture on the screen. It makes me laugh. The chart literally shows one thing and you click the other. It's a comedy, nothing else. And at that moment, a very strange feeling arises inside, as if you are deliberately arguing with the market. Great result! I'm taking $983 in profit. That's already the third win. So I ask myself just one question: why does this work? And I don't have an answer for that. I don't believe it. It's a miracle. Under no circumstances should you copy me, but I'll keep going and move on to the next situation. There's a new signal. The timer is set for 2 minutes. This time the market is showing a decline again. The movement is firmly heading downward. The price is reluctant to bounce back, and it visually appears that sellers are still maintaining pressure. By normal logic, here I should be looking to sell, or at least not go against the trend too aggressively. But the rules of the experiment don't change. There's a down signal, so I'm opening a long position. In situations like this on the chart, it's important to understand that if you are going against the current trend, you need a quick pullback. And if there's no pullback, the market will simply continue to push in the same direction. In other words, there's almost no room for error. Meanwhile, the trade size has already become too large for a decision based on the do the opposite principle. And now I can really feel the fear of losing everything. Just waiting for the result. Great! I'm making a $1,840 profit. My balance has already grown significantly. But I don't feel calm. On the contrary, the better the result, the stronger the feeling that I'm walking on very thin ice. I see another signal. And now the situation becomes the final test. It's all or nothing. Will I lose the entire deposit that's been growing all session, or will I make a nice profit? A down signal appears on the chart again, the price is dropping, the movement looks confident, and everything suggests it would be easier to trade the downtrend. But I've already gone too far in this experiment to change the rules at the very end. If the system says down, I'll go up again. This is the largest amount of the entire session. And here there's no longer any ease. Because it's one thing to go against the signal with a small amount, and it's quite another to do so when several $1,000s are on the line. At this point, it's important not to fool myself. I haven't found a secret method. I'm just testing an extreme idea where everything hinges on the market managing to move in the opposite direction. This isn't a serious strategy. It's pure luck, man. Amazing! Great! I'm making a $2,760 profit. That's really sweet. And my balance has reached $6,700. That looks very impressive. But this is exactly where I need to stop and not jump to the wrong conclusion. So let's move on to the results. Today I did everything backwards. When the signal pointed down, I went long. When the market hinted at growth, I went short. My balance grew from $2,090 to $6,700. But that doesn't mean this approach can be considered a normal system. It was a fun experiment and a serious challenge for me, but overall I enjoyed everything today. It was really fun. For smart, serious trading and tons of useful information, please head over to my Telegram channel. I'll be waiting for you. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, by the way, and liking this video. My name's Stanley, and I'll see you in the next one.